Francis,
Yes.
maybe somebody not able to watch our first video. Please, can you introduce yourself?
Oh, I'm Francis Nat Mensah. Live in Old Barrier, and the farm is in Potton Junction,
Okay.
to be
Uh,
precise. Yeah.
okay. Please,
Mm.
what inspired to start Mango?
Um, when I came from abroad, that was in 2002. I decided to buy land for estate projects, and again, I also knew that there is a land. There can be electrification on the land. So I decided to plant one advised me to plant the mangoes to protect the land. That was the initial idea. But on the way, we got interested in it, how it started growing and the way it looked like. Actually, there's a man in Dodoa, that is in the, that is, I think, Eastern region. Yeah, yeah, when going to a Buri area. Dodoa, that is the Krobo area. Actually, he is the one we brought him down. He bought the mangoes are from um, Dodoa. There are different varieties. We have the Kent and others. It's mixed up, and it's a grafted mangoes. It's a grafted man. When we say grafted mangoes, I think those who have ideas are we have the local mango. Then they will cut the branches of the mangoes we are using now, whether it's Kent or whatever. Then they will do it. That is the agric people, what they do. That is part of their business. So they do the grafting, place them in black polythene bags. Then we will order them. They bring it down, do the pegging. There should be a pegging. There's a distance. You cannot just plant it anyhow. You need an expert to do that for you. You will peg the land for you, then you do the planting. When you do the planting, you can initially plant any crop that you want in, whether planting or whatever. And as time goes on, you have to take them off. For instance, mine, when we planted the mangoes, we planted pineapples as well. So that whilst we are waiting for the mangoes to bear flowers and fruits, we started enjoying the pineapples. Yeah. So these mangoes you are seeing here, it is a very old mango. It is about, if you check from 202 to now, it means that is about 20 something years. We didn't plant exactly 202, but let's take about 20 years now. Okay. And one advice is in Ghana, our climate and our landscape. What it is that from my experience in the northern belt, like from the BA to the northern part, they bear fruit once in a year. But in the southern belt, from the Dodoa, Somenya, where they plant a lot of mangoes, we harvest it twice. We have one harvest around July, and the other one too around December or early January, twice. So if you have it in the southern belt, then of course you can have twice harvesting. In the northern, I think the northern belt, I think is once. But the differences is that in the north, if you look at the land itself, it looks a little bit dry. So the fruits also looks cute, well shaped than the southern parts. Then of course the southern part, the sizes are sizable, and it's also we make good money in the mangoes.
Okay, the size of the land.
The size of land is about 18 acres.
18 acres.
Yes.
Full of mango.
Full of mangoes. And every acre is taking about, I think, 60 trees. 60. Wow. I think 60 trees. Every acre.
Okay, so what land is good for mango? I
think that the mango For instance, if you look at in Ghana here, in the western region, where we have in the western region that we have a rainfall much and forest, mangoes doesn't do well. They like dry lands. For instance, here here is the central region and it's grass land. Yeah, so I think in the forest areas there will be only leaves. They cannot bear good fruits. That is why I said earlier on in the northern, for instance, it's difficult to raise it up but when it takes place, then that it will not die off. It will continue giving you fruits every year and every. For instance, in the Brangahaf or the BA, whatever, they have a very good mangoes, and the heights too. The heights are very good. If you look mine, for instance, we've been doing serious pruning. That is why you see this shape, because I have the professionals who does it for me. So they do good pruning. They don't allow it to grow that high. That's what you can see in mine. That's about 20 years now, but we still have fruits as much as. And again, there are some chemicals that you have to use so that the flowers will come. And again, because it comes, the flowers, there are some insects that try to attack the fruits. So we have other chemicals that you need to protect them. So actually, mango in a way is very expensive because you need labor. Always you have to be spraying chemicals on it, fertilizer and other insecticide to at least protect the fruit. So it's also another difficult job. So you need capital.
Okay, please, how many times do pruning?
Pruning, after after you harvest, after harvesting, then you will do after harvesting, then you have to wait and spray. We have the agric extension officers have been bringing new ideas, and now we have companies that also buy the mangoes for export. They also have their standards and ideas. Previously and now is different. Now, no, you need to spray the fertilizer, which is the potassium nitrate, and maybe we have one cashew. When you spray and the flowers start coming, then you have to do the pruning, because anytime you touch the tree with the cutlass, new leaves try to come out.
Okay.
So after spraying the fertilizer, no, the potassium, no, then you do the pruning. So what means that the leaves will want to come out. So if the leaves are coming out, automatically it will come out with the flowers. The flowers will come out. So you don't need to be doing pruning anyhow, because anytime you do pruning, the leaves have to be well matured green like mine,
Okay.
before you can apply the potassium so that the flowers comes out.
How do you get your market?
Okay, my marketing, we have two types. One, we have the company like the Blue Sky, we have the HPW, we have another company too they used to buy. They've all bought from us before. And we have the local women too from the market. They also come to buy. But we prefer selling it to the companies, because the companies will pay your money in bulk, in a larger quantities. They bring their crates to buy. When you plug them, they come and put them in the crates and take them to their factory or warehouse or wherever. Then they will just write your check for you. You go to bank and take your money. So the buying companies are there. You need to arrange with them and they will come take it.
So if somebody watching our video and want to start mango and get these companies, how can the person can contact them?
Or you contact the Web Farming Talk, and they will at least give you the number. These days it's easier. So many things are done online. You call them, they will send you those companies. There are a lot of companies there. You first talk to them. They will come, and they also have standards.
Okay.
They have standards. They want there are some chemicals which are harmful, which you don't need to apply them, because if you look at the mango, the skin is very light. So when you apply some chemicals, eventually it will go in, and it's not healthy for consumption. So they have standards, chemicals that they want you to use, when to use and when not to use them. So they inspect. So we have like the HPW, for instance, they have the inspectors. They normally come, and I remember some years back, I think last year, they gave us the chemicals to use. After you harvest, then they will take whatever they gave you from your income. Yeah.
So before that, before you start harvesting, you need to contact with them before you start harvest.
Yes, they will come always. You know, the sugar, sorry, the mangoes, no, this mango, they don't ripe like the local ones. Although we have others who have the color, but it is a green shape, and you have to pluck them before they get ripe when they are well grown. So they will come and do the test whether it has accumulated sugar, sweet in. So they know when they come, they will test. Yeah, they will test the fruit and tell you that it's ready. Then they will bring their crates. They will bring their crates. You harvest them, put them in. Honestly, it's very, very comfortable. They will bring their own truck. You don't need to transport it there. You just harvest it, put them in your crates, their crates. They will come, pick it. If you want, you go with them. They go on the scale, weigh it, give you the weight. Then they will give you your check. You go and take your money.
So what variety that they want?
Like what I said earlier on, no, whatever we have in the Kent and whatever those the other ones, no, they take almost all.
In the 18 acres, how many tons that you get?
Honestly, no. If we are talking of tonnage, maybe I have to go back to my records, but because we sell some to the local market, so you cannot gather all, but at least no, every acre, no, you can get about 2 tons.
2 tons.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ton is not that much.
Okay.
Because when they bear fruit and you see them on the floor, the fruit will be coming down. And like here, for instance, they have weight. Of course, the weight, not the quantity, but the weight. Yeah.
So basically, what about the environment? Are they disturbing when the mango is?
Environment. The problem that we have initially was the headmen, the cattle.
Okay.
Yeah, but now I think it's a little bit. I think that it has come down. The cattle's issue is no more like before. So the environment is good. Land is good. As I said earlier on, here is central region. So of course, if you look at the area, there is not the forest area. It's almost like a grassland. So for forest areas, they are not good for mangoes. You only have the leaves. It will look very green, big, but cannot bear fruits. It's only the chemicals. No, you should get somebody who have an idea. You cannot just take anybody. No. If you want, the person have to go on training to be trained how to. Ordinary person cannot do it.
Okay.
You need training. Yeah.
So like once you stay, especially you are in Japan and you starting in Ghana, so can somebody stay outside Ghana start mango farming?
Oh yes, you can. All business, you can do it. But you see, it depends how you arrange yourself. To get a good person to trust is also one. Without trust, you cannot do anything. You need to train the people well, those who are going to do it. One, the expert is different from management. The one who is going to take care, that is the expert I'm talking about. The one who is going to work in the farm is different from the manager. The manager is supposed to take care of the financial situations, the expenditure, income, what, because you are not here. That is where you should get somebody who can do that work well for you. That's where for that, me, what I think is that that is the difficult part. Difficult part. And I also think that sometimes working with family is good, but sometimes too it doesn't help that much. The sensitive positions, because when there's a problem, it's normally difficult to solve when you put a family person there.
Okay.
So most times, no, when he's a neutral person, you can deal with the person well. Even if it's a legal way, you can take him on. But if he's a family person, sometimes the family people also don't take things serious. They see it, oh, this is my uncle, this is my brother, this is that, this is that. So that's where you should also look. I'm not saying that all family people are not good, but most, no, what normally happens into business is that when you bring your family people into business, at the sensitive part, that is where sometimes you have problems.
Okay, please, what's a month that you harvest your food?
Month, okay, we harvest them. For instance, ours, we have harvested them already. We had it earlier. Now we are in July. So if you look in the market, you will see mangoes. And if you look at it well, honestly, this is the main harvesting season.
Okay.
That's June, July. That's the main harvesting season. But we normally face problems within the main harvesting season. Why am I saying so? You see, when it's raining, a lot of insects can survive. And again, when you talk about market too, in this season, there's watermelon, there is pineapples, all fruits are comfortable to come out. So this season is not very good for to make good money. But the December, January, that is in the drying season. There is no watermelon, there is no pineapples, other fruits are not there to get easy. So you sell expensive. That's when even price go up than the July harvesting.
Okay, so how many times you weed under?
The weeding under one, if you look at it well, hygienically, no, we were using weedicides, but it's not advisable because if you look these days, no, all our things, our crops has been affected by weedicides. So those who even invented the weedicides don't want to use it again. Now we are talking about organic, organic, organic. So we are trying to use the manual way of slicing. Either we have a machine for the slicing, and maybe the manpower local way of slicing it down. So when you do that, for instance, now if you look at mine, because it's raining, when you do that, maybe about 3 months time, the weeds will come up. But as they are older trees, you see the weeds itself, because it's shading the land, the weeds cannot germinate that much. So let's take it about 4 times in a year. Let's take it so. Let's take it about 4 times in a year. When you are slicing, because when you spray, it will really, go off completely. It will take time. Maybe it's almost same. Yeah, about 3-4 times. Depending when the weeds are coming, you're supposed to. Yeah.
Okay.
It
So
depends on the raining pattern. When it's raining a lot, of course, the weeds will come up.
okay, so if they plant the thing today, how long it take before I can start harvest first fruit?
The fruits, no. Okay, on my case, no. I don't know if it's because of the grafting. At least, no, from like 2 to 3 years they start. Some even when you plant them that year, no, some even start flowering. So it depends on the grafting, no. You see, sometimes they use a mature tree for the grafting. The mature tree will really automatically bring leaves, flowers earlier. So and it depends how you treat it. You need to apply liquid fertilizer and insecticides to keep away fungus and others. Then you will have it. Around 2 years, 3 years, they start bearing fruit.
Okay, so your advice for somebody who want to start mango?
My advice is good if you want to start mangoes. Like I said earlier on, or if you contact the Okra Farming talks, they will introduce you to those who do the grafting, and one who will come and help you do the pegging. of your farm, and possibly test of the land. That is really going to help you. Especially, it depends the area you want. If it's around like the Accra, it's up. But if it's getting to like Ashanti region, for instance, no, I'm not sure there's mangoes there. It all comes from the BA. Yeah.
Okay, so if somebody is inside already and they find difficult and stuff, can you if mention your name so the person can contact you and
Okay, for now, I have the boys who do it for me. They are good, they are experts, so they can help you do it. My name again is Francis Natmensa, Potting Junction. Yeah, we can help you. Let the boys come. If there's pruning, they can look at it and tell you what to do. Yeah, they'll look at it and tell you what to do, how the stage of your farm, whether you need a serious pruning or you need to cut. Sometimes you need to cut everything off so that it will start new leaves again. You can they call it sakura pruning.
okay.
You take everything off, then they will start again.
Okay, put your number.
My number is 02081786995.
Thank you for watching. Like the video, share and subscribe.